good football, but the closer you get to the end of the year, the better football is being played. The more you remove the computers and let the it's not about the Willards and the Joes, it's about the X's and the O's. The coach stood up, and again, this is another team that I just don't have any faith in that quarterback. If you could switch the teams, if you could switch the quarterbacks on these teams, the Colts will be the darlings of the NFL because Aaron Rodgers will have them on the roll, but they don't, they can't. Dallas Cowboys, Minnesota Vikings, talk to me, Big Illinois.
Hey man, Cowboys actually showed signs of life as far as on offense, man, running the ball. I mean, they even had turnovers from Cook, but Adam Thielen, man, he might be turning into one of the better pass catchers in the league. But man, it was the Cowboys finally played a complete game. Well, it wasn't complete. I mean, they still gave up points, but the defense showed up as well.
Yeah, most likely, most definitely. The Minnesota Vikings are in disarray. They are a Mack truck going down a mountain at 95 with the pedal stuck. They're not looking good. They need to sign up for the Jets. Sign up with the Jets and just end the season with the Vikes. The Dallas Cowboys, fool's goal. I don't give a damn what they do down there. They're going to lose. I have zero respect for Mike McCarthy. I have zero respect for Mike Nolan. It took you 10 weeks to realize running the football, moving Zach Martin from the right to the left. It took you 10 weeks for that. This is the stupidest team in the history of the league. And if you're going to play stupid, you're going to get stupid results. I can't wait till this season is over so we don't have to hear anything else about the Dallas Cowboys, Minnesota Vikings, the Chicago Bears, and the fucking and a couple other teams in the league. Which leads me to the team that I'm going to take the lead on, my Oakland Raiders versus the number one rival, the Oakland Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders. Well, I'm just going to call them the Raiders. They had so many damn towns, Oakland, LA, and LV. The Raiders played a very good game. They played it the way they should have played it. Slow the game down, methodically walk the ball upfield, run the clock down, slow down Patrick Mahomes. But when you don't have any defense, you don't have any chance of beating the Kansas City Chiefs. But hey, you know what? I am not a fan of Chucky, but I got to give it up to him. He did his very best. Don't hike the ball before 10 seconds to go. Each play, you do everything you can to keep these boys off the field. But this dude is the new Dan Marino. He's a combination Dan Marino, Joe Montana. He got the arm of Dan. Huh?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but that last drive, that was too easy for them, man.
Yeah, the Raiders' defense is horrible. Hopefully, since the Vikings are on the roll of doing stupid stuff, hopefully they fire Zimmerman. My man hires Zimmerman. Chucky hires Zimmerman, and then the Raiders got a real football team. If they don't do that, they're all right, but they're not real. But what I will do is quote the homie Raider Kev. If, and only if, it would be very interesting if the Raiders make the playoffs and end up facing the Kansas City Chiefs in the first round. That would be insanely interesting because this is one team that the Raiders... I've been a Raider fan, Mandela. I've been a Raider fan since 1975. I was born in Chicago, so I root for the Bears naturally. But the team that I grew up and picked because the Bears used to be mad horrible from the time I was 6 years old until the time I was 15 years old, or 13, 14 years old. The Bears used to be horrible, and this is my story. I used to watch the Bears get their teeth kicked in on a weekly basis, turn to Channel 5, NBC, and NBC 5 in Chicago, and the Raiders would be on, out of 16 weeks, they'd be on 12 weeks. No BS. It was either the Raiders or the Steelers on every week. Black my favorite color. I've always liked the Raiders. That's my story, and that's what time it is. But yeah, Las Vegas Raiders are my favorite team in the history of sports, bar none. There's no other team I root for harder than I root for the Raiders. Period. But Patrick Mahomes, like I was saying, he's a combination Joe Montana and Dan Marino. He got Dan Marino arm. He got Joe Montana ability to improvise and move around the field and make things happen. I've never seen anything like this young brother. I'm enjoying watching him play. Even though he beat my team, at the end of the day, it goes all the way back. And Matt Ryan will never be the new Dan Marino. On his best day, Matt Ryan ain't Dan Marino on his worst day. I would take Dan Marino tonight at damn near 60 years old before I take Matt Ryan at 22. I'm gonna keep it funky with you. No way in hell. Lester Hayes, yes sir, bro. Lester Hayes, Mike Haynes, Bill Pickel. People don't realize before Bill Pickel went to the Jets, he played for the Raiders. Lyle Zato, John Matuzak, all them dudes. I bet Rod Smith, all them guys, man. My main man who should be in the Hall of Fame, I can't think of his name right now. He's number 1. He was number 90. He's top of the screen on the defensive end side of the game. I can't think of his name. I'll think of his name by the end of the night, though. But, yeah, I've been a Raider fan my whole life. I root for the Bears because I'm from Chicago. I'm Chicago all day, every day. But if I had to only pick one team to root for, it will be the Raiders. It would definitely be the Raiders, my man. And ain't no shame in that. Last night, either one of y'all could take this. Los Angeles versus Tampa Bay. I didn't even listen to the goofball Skip Bayless today because I didn't want to hear all them damn excuses he was going to make. Either one of y'all could take the floor on this game because I don't really want to talk about it.
Oh, man. The Rams defense showed up and showed out. I think he was putting licking on Tom Brady. And on the offensive side, man, the offense was doing his thing. And that man, he did his thing. So they actually played a great game overall. Scored a little bit closer than it needed to be, but dang, they did what they had to do to win. Tom Brady didn't look good at all. He called him Logan. He was definitely Logan. So,
hey, what y'all think about Buddy threw him under the bus again?
That's his style.
There was a lot of people saying that he shouldn't be throwing him under the bus. I'm saying that he played like shit. He played like shit. Right. Man. So he was throwing Winston Jameson's under the bus like that last year.
Remember, he's like, man, if we can win with Winston, we can win with anybody. And I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm gonna come out here, and since I be calling out people for their racist tendencies, I'm gonna call myself for overstepping the racist situation. I thought it was some racial shit. But dude, just a supreme dickhead. And if you're gonna be a dickhead with Jameis Winston, turn around and be a dickhead with Tom Brady, I apologize. HRap B, I got to give it to myself. HRap, thinking the man was on the racist side because Jameis was black. I was wrong. You're wrong. I apologize to you, Bruce Arians, but I had never seen nobody call out big time ball players like that publicly. But if you got the balls to call out Tom Brady, hey, I can't get mad at you calling out Jameis Winston. So I was dead ass wrong. Bruce Arians, I ain't mad at you. A couple weeks ago, I was listening to the Shannon Sharp show, and Shannon Sharp said, this is what the man been doing the whole get down. So y'all put a mic in front of Blowhard's face, and you don't expect him to open up the church on Tom Brady? No, he gonna preach on him too. I ain't mad at him. No sir. And only people that's mad is these white boys who keep idolizing Tom Brady and acting like he ain't falling off. The brother is one of the greatest quarterbacks. He's one of the most accomplished quarterbacks in the history of the league. One of the best quarterbacks I've ever seen. He's not the GOAT. I'm not finna even go there. But he's had this problem his whole career. He's a flincher. If you hit him, he flinches. But hell, that's in Tom Brady's defense, I used to play wide receiver. I stopped playing wide receiver because I got hit. Didn't like it. I was like, well, I could start hitting. Forget this. So, I'm not calling the man a punk for that because that's why I stopped playing offense. Enough of getting hit. I want to hit. But that's why I don't make Tom Brady the GOAT. It ain't got nothing to do. See, I'm not a dude who do this. Oh, you got this many Super Bowls, so you must be the greatest of all time. No, because some of the greatest ball players you ever seen in your life in every sport does not have a ring. So, hey man, if you can call out Jameis Winston and say he's messing up and kick him in his head, Tom Brady, you better wear your helmet because Bruce Arians is kicking folks in the head. I ain't got no problem with that. Since you asked the questions, do you have a problem with it?
No, I mean, if that's his get up, no.
Yeah, I ain't got no problem.
So is Brady beyond being called out?
Nobody. It's like Chris Rock said years ago when he was talking about if you should hit somebody or not. Nobody's above ass whooping.
I mean, but it's kind of, it's rare that you have anybody of his stature that they call out like that.
Is that a bad thing or a good thing?
I mean, I think it's respecting.
So you don't like it?
You don't want me to tell you when you play like trash?
Yeah, tell the whole world.
The whole world saying
I play like trash. Pull me to the side. I got 20 years in the game. Respect my gangster, fool.
So what if he called out a 5-year guy? What if he called out Justin Herbert? Would you have a problem with it in the same fashion? And I'm not trying to debate you. I'm just trying to understand your line of thinking.
I mean, I have no problem with him calling him out. I'm just saying that it's rare for somebody to do that.
I've never seen it.
That's what I'm saying. It's rare. That's why it was like, damn, if that's his get up and that's how he's been with his Kango on to the back, call him up with his out. Hey, respect, man.
Yeah, hey, BA for president at this point, man.
But hey, you know what though? Maybe it's a couple superstars that could have benefited from that though.
Yes.
Right, Kobe.
Yeah, so you're right. Hey, man, again, man, I was dead ass wrong. I ain't got no problem saying it. I ain't got no problem writing it in the sky. Shout out to BA. Because you know what? At least, see, that's why I like the Tuna. That's why I like Jimmy. That's why I like the Tuna, Jimmy, Tomlin. What it said from the outside looking in, my man Denny Green, rest in peace. That's why I like them. Because if you jacking off, you gonna get cuffed. I'm gonna grab you off in the yoke and I'm gonna check you. Hey man, as long as you doing it to everybody, you can do it to me. But you ain't just gonna call me out. Hey man, don't nobody want to be Poe, but a lot of us are.
Right.
If you don't want to be criticized, God damn it, don't fuck up. And to be perfectly honest with you, I love it even more because I saw one of my favorite quarterbacks in the history of the game, the dude who I personally think is the greatest quarterback of all time, Joe Montana. I saw him throw a ball in the Houston Astrodome. It went end over end, looked like he threw the dude a boot. I think he hit Terry McVanover with this pass. The worst pass I ever threw. And you should have heard Dick Enberg and whoever else was with him that day. And they was ball washing this man like you wouldn't believe. And I'm like, see, this is what made people hate you. And Tom Brady, you have been skating. A lot of the time, you have had some awesome moments, but a lot of times you have skated and then nobody want to say Tom Brady stunk last night. BA, again, man, shout out to BA for being a badass.